Qtum. Qtum are jumping on board the most recent trend that's kind of been taking off, that BRC20 token vibe. Now, I've actually covered a video on a BRC20 that's going to be launching soon that I think could do very well. And I do think this trend could actually be really profitable. The question is this going to be enough of a game changer for Qtum in terms of price action? We'll talk about that in this bit. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. And in the videos, I showed myself buying up these coins. I expected that they were going to make me a lot of cash. And you can see what these coins were worth when I recorded my videos. You can also see the highs that these coins hit in under a year and a half, and what your profit would have been if you'd have popped $100 into them. And if you'd done that for every single coin of the 26 coins, you would have made over 123 grand in under a year and a half. Is not too bad. Now, I sold these, but I share the coins that I own on my website, copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that I think is going to make me a lot of cash, I jump onto my site, tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy, the profits I think it can have, and the percentage of my money I'm going to put in, and the members can copy along exactly. This means they make the exact same profit as me, and the nice little added bonus is they don't have to do any work at all. They don't have to dive into the markets, they don't have to know about blockchain tech, they can just copy along. And if you want to see what the members made, that's on the site. If you want to see what I've said in the past, that's on the site too, and it's all public record. You can verify it on this channel. We're in a bull cycle, guys. If you don't have your portfolio sorted out, now is the time, because if you're going to wait 7 months, that's going to be a lot of profit that you miss. So like I said, check out the site, because Copy My Crypto could solve all your problems. Now, Qtum. So, the chart looks pretty dire, let's be honest. Qtum banged in the first bull cycle they experienced. In the second bull cycle, it barely scraped, it probably scraped 28, 29 bucks. You know, we know these charts aren't overly accurate. But yeah, so the long-term chart looks miserable. Now, Qtum is meant to be pronounced Quantum, and it's a proof-of-stake smart contract platform that aims to bring the strengths of Bitcoin and Ethereum in one chain. They are built on Bitcoin's UTXO transaction model with the smart contract execution that Ethereum has, and it's with that functionality is ideally for dApps. As of 2021, there were 20 tokens created on the Qtum blockchain. In their ICO phase, they raised $15 million. The main chain was launched in 2017, and the Qtum token was issued as an ETH20 token. Now, Patrick Dye is the project's founder and the chairman of the Qtum. I'm never going to call it Quantum. I'm going to always call it Qtum Foundation. He studied computer science in Draper University and then dropped out of PhD from the Chinese Academy of Science. He started his career as a product manager at Alibaba, and then worked on a few different blockchains. Factum, it's kind of a defunct project now, but it was one that Microsoft were interested in actually back in the day. VeChain is obviously massive. Bitsy Group and Maylink, before starting Qtum in 2016. And the other two co-founders are the CTO and blockchain architect Neil Mahi and lead developer Jordan Earls. Now, this project is backed by some big names like Roger Ver, who's Bitcoin.com's sort of backer, and Jeremy Gardner, also co-founder of Augur, which is Jeremy Gardner, right? Now, the situation with Qtum, they've actually really they constantly develop. Like, you cannot knock the team. They're developing really well. They update regularly. So this is the update from the 28th of Feb. You know, it's only a week ago or so. They completed forking and modifying of the ordinal index. Now the cord can verify the BRC20 standard and output valid BRC20 data. They completed modifying and deploying the scheduled task for cord event consumers for BRC20 events. They plan to improve BRC20 account balance model in the ordinal index, and they're looking to submit testing this month, basically. So the plan to merge code for Qtum BRC20 into the existing Qtum ordinals is scheduled for this month. They've also provided an update for the Ethereum bridge. And they are making solid progress. And jumping onto the BRC20 Fad, I don't think Fad is the right word, but I'm going to use it anyway, might actually do something positive for them. As of right now, we are seeing BRC20, the BRC20 narrative getting quite exciting. Like, we're seeing a lot of influencers, YouTubers, Twitter handles talking about the BRC20 model, and it is starting to gain quite a bit of traction. This could be something that kicks Qtum on. However, long-term price action is pretty dire. And let's just take a look very quickly at the overall number of projects that have integrated now. Super stakers, not too interested in super stakers. Okay. Unique delegated addresses, 237. Total unique staking addresses is 1,279. It's not great, is it? Alright, fine. That might be better. Total addresses, 2.9 million. Tokens, that's what we want. Token overview. It's 14 pages now, so they have definitely improved things. So that's presumably transaction count. Okay. Alright, I'm not including these then. Transaction count, token holders, these are not ones that I'm going to take seriously. So let's get to the point where we're at. Okay. So no. So we'll go to... Okay. So there's probably around about 30 or so tokens. So the development-wise hasn't improved a lot at all. The reason that I look at that is, look, there were 20 tokens that have been launched on Qtum. Right now, Qtum info really can't take any of the tokens from page 3 onwards seriously. So we're looking at maybe, 30-ish, 28, not a ton of tokens. So development in terms of developers that are flocking to Qtum has not increased. Like, they've had in 3 years, 2.5, if you want to be generous in terms of time frame, they've increased by what, 8, 10 tokens. So it's not great. That means developers are not flocking here. Now, how they're incentivizing developers, maybe they need to up the potential grant system if they've got one in place. I presume they have. Most people do these days, and you sort of should, because it's a grant. Like, how do you incentivize people to come to you? Grants. Like, you've got to get developers to come to you. Tech is not enough. Doesn't look like they've got a grant system, so that's in and of itself, why the hell is a developer going to come? So they do need to sort of offer some form of incentivization. Yeah, so that's not great. So without incentivizing developers to come, maybe the BRC20 integration is going to actually get developers that are on Bitcoin to come to Qtum, but right now I cannot see it. I don't see that as being a game changer. So looking at the previous cycle where it hit about a peak of probably $26 probably, let's be honest, it might have peaked at 30. I think that long-term downtrend holds. So we're probably looking at a smaller price point of maybe $20, which still would put it at a market cap of $2 billion. But Qtum is an OG within the crypto space. It's one of the oldest projects around. So yeah, it probably can hit a couple of billion, but it's realistically right now, based on development, based on what projects are integrating and the amount of projects integrating, I'm fully convinced it should hit that level of price. But it probably will, because we will be in a bull cycle. We see prices rallying well. And to be fair to it, it was at lows of like $2 at one point, so it's done all right to be at $4.86 right now. But if you are not giving developers a reason to come to you, are they going to sort of... Why would they? It's kind of why would they? I don't think there's enough reason for developers to flock there when they can go somewhere else and earn, and at least have some funding that can sustain them during their sort of development phase. And I don't think BRC20 integration is enough. I think we're going to see plenty of projects that shift to that soon enough anyway. So $20, probably a fair target for it, which is not bad. If you're a holder and you got in at $2, that's not too bad. But anything more than that seems improbable right now. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think BRC20 integration is going to be a game changer for them? If so, why? Let me know in the comments. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in the next bull cycle, you can. All you have to do is head over to copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share with my members the coins that I own. Anytime I find a crypto that I think is going to make me a lot of cash, like Phantom did, I jump onto the site, I tell my members about the coin, the profits it's going to have, and the percentage of my cash I'm going to put in, and they can copy along exactly, making sure that they make the same profit as me. And the nice added bonus is obviously they don't have to do any work. That is why we have thousands of members on the site. They're making great money in crypto, and you can confirm that because it's on the site. It's also on the history of this channel. We are in a bull cycle. If you do not have your portfolio sorted, now is the time. If you're waiting 6 months, you're going to miss out on a lot of profit. So check it all out. Check out the site, because copymycrypto.com can help you sort your portfolio out. You can literally just copy along. But if you wait a year, there's going to be profits missed, guys. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.